Hey everybody, this is Nicole with Gadget Repair Expo, and we are live. The expo is just a couple weeks away. I'm super excited for some announcements that we're going to give today. So we're going to go over some updates to the schedule, some new things that have been added, remind you about different things that are going on, also give out free ticket codes. I think I'm getting some feedback. We're also going to give out some free ticket codes while we're live. So hang in there if you haven't got your ticket yet. I'm going to put a free code up for you to use. So first, I'm going to go around the room and let everybody say who they are. I'll let Martin go first because we're on his YouTube channel as well. And so I want him to be able to speak English and Spanish to his people. So he's always my double translator when we do this. So go ahead, Martin. Tell everybody who you are if they don't know you.
Hi, my name is Martin Organista, and we are part of this expo that is happening here in Miami, May 7th and 8th. I do micro soldering for other businesses. I also do training as far as micro soldering goes, and we have this YouTube channel that we teach how to introduce people to micro soldering, how to fix problems, and how to generate revenue based on doing micro soldering. And now we're having this expo here in Miami. It's going to be amazing, where a lot of people from the industry will be in, distributors, people that does the same thing as we do. So it's going to be amazing. I encourage everybody who hasn't signed up to be there. It's going to be competitions. It's going to be prizes. I mean, you can win up to like $5,000 or more on
And you can compete in
cash
everything.
money. I mean, this is a lot. I mean, you can pay for your trip and vacations, and and it's all profit. So it's gonna be amazing. I invite everybody to be there, and the competition is simple. It's more simple than other years, so it's a lot of chance so that you can win. Bueno, gracias por estar acá. Mi nombre es Martín Organista. Hacemos microsoldadura acá. Enseñamos a personas cómo hacer microsoldadura. Y bueno, vamos a tener este evento acá en Miami, mayo 7 y 8, donde vas a poder competir, vas a poder encontrarte personas de la misma industria, desde distribuidores, personas que hacen lo mismo que nosotros, vendedores de partes de teléfonos. También vas a poder competir en este evento. Vas a poder ganarte más de $5,000 en premios cash. Entonces va a estar increíble. Te invito a que seas parte de esto. Mayo 7 y 8. Y puedes ahí agarrar un ticket gratis con el código que aparece en la partecita de abajo.
Thank you, Martin. Appreciate it. That's great. So I was showing the competition page where to sign up. It's very easy. You can just go to our website, scroll midway down, and you're going to see 6 ways to compete at the expo and win. You'll see that the GRE Micro Soldering Championship is $2,500 plus more. Then you've got the CGC event, which Anna is going to speak more on. You're winning a trip to China if you win their CPU competition, fully paid. And it's not just to compete, it's actually to take a tour, which is just awesome. Then you have the LCD swap competition. So if you're someone who doesn't micro solder, we have for people who just do basic repair, you can win $1,500 for changing a screen, which is crazy. And then we have the screen refurbishing competition with CGC. Again, Anna will touch on that. That's $1,000 plus more. And then we have Protection Pro, which we're going to talk a little bit more today about that because we have Joe here that's going to be giving a little bit of details about it. So that's just applying protection. So even if you don't do repairs and you're just attending the event, and maybe you work at a wireless shop and you're really good at applying protection like screen protectors and things like that, and you want to take a shot to win. And then lastly, we have our shirt competition. There's no need to register for that. On day 2, just wear the best Hawaiian shirt you possibly can. And at the end of the day, we're going to be giving away cash and some other prizes to the person who has the voted the best shirt. So get your free tickets. I'm going to put the code back up here. While we're live, you can use that code. And then I'm going to let Anna introduce herself. And if you want to just give a little rundown again about the 2 CGC competitions, what to expect.
Yeah. Okay. So hello, everyone. I'm Anna. I'm the founder for Allfix. We're gonna be the Gadget Repair as a golden sponsor, but we're also gonna be in charge of the CGC competition. So there's going to be 2 competitions on the second day. The first one will be the CPU, and then we have the screen. How's it going to be is that there's going to be 2 competitors at the same time doing the competition. Then whoever wins out of those 2 ones is going to be like for the final, and it's going to go on so and so until we have a first winner. For the CPU, the same thing will be for the screen. So how we're going to determine a winner is going to be by time and how well they fix the CPU and the screen. For both competition, it's going to be the same rule. It's going to be by time and by who actually does the job correctly. So for the CPU, the winner gets a full trip to China. It will be a 12-day trip. 5 days will be to compete in the final and represent United States. And then the 7 days will just be to tour China. If you love architecture, you're going to be in love with every building. If you're a fan of food, the food is amazing, especially if you like seafood. I'm not the biggest fan of seafood, so for me, that part is a big no. And we're going to be in Shenzhen, which is basically the technology city of China. So, of course, for you, it's going to be paradise. Even for me, I'm always in shock every time I go there. I'm like, wow. Like, you see something new every single day. And the winner of screen is going to win $1,000 in cash and $500 in equipment.
That is awesome. So this trip to China is like a repair technician's dream, because you're going to show them things that they've probably always wondered about. And if they've never been able to go to China, and all they have to do is repair a CPU. And I want to make sure, and I probably said that wrong. Are they swapping a CPU? Or are they actually repairing it? How do I refer to it?
We try to make it like a little bit easier. So the phone is already going to be disassembled, so they don't have to like take anything out. They just have to find the error and fix it. That's it.
Okay.
And we're going to put like all the equipments, and also they're going to be able to take the equipment that they were using at the competition as for the CPU and screen, which is amazing.
That's great. Okay. So if I want people to understand, there are not hundreds of competitors.
No.
So you have a real shot at winning. This is fastest and quality. So it's not like you're going to go in there and just like rip the CPU off and put it on. Oh, yes, I'm the fastest. No, if you're someone that's methodical and maybe you don't feel like you're the fastest, give yourself a shot. You won't regret it, because this is not hundreds of competitors. This is 20, 30 competitors at most is what we see in competitions. So you have a real shot to win this. And then you guys are going to also have, maybe they don't have a passport or something, you'll explain, maybe help them. I mean, you can't give it to them.
Yeah, we'll help them with everything with the visa. So that process is honestly like the easiest. Like, it's really easy to get the visa.
That is great. And that's flights, hotel, meals. I mean, they don't have to pay anything.
Everything is paid off.
Darn. How fast can you learn CPU repair? I want to compete. Oh my gosh, that is going to be an awesome trip. I cannot wait to see footage of the winner actually in China. That is awesome. Okay. And then also the CGC, we have a great announcement. So you guys are going to be having 3 training demo sessions on day 2. So your judges are going to be, one of them is going to be covering Apple Watch diagnostic. And this is going to be, some of them are in Spanish and some of them are in English. I have them here. I need to.
Yeah, let me pull it out real quick. So we have Julio. He's going to be talking in Spanish. He's going to be the one talking about the Apple Watches. Then we have Juan. He's the one that's going to do the like a dive of the MacBook, like where you can find the error and everything. He's going to actually be the one talking in English. And then we have Alan.
MacBooks.
Yes.
So that's a big one. I really want to make sure people hear this. If you're interested in MacBook repair, day 2 at the Gadget Repair Expo, the CGC, one of their team, is going to be giving a full 1-hour session on MacBook repair, diagnostics. I'm sure you can ask questions. So do not miss day 2. This is not on day 1, guys. So if you're someone that attends events and leaves after day 1, this is not what you want to do at this event. This is a 2-day event, okay? And then the third person is Spanish, right? And that's
yes.
Okay, and that's going to be, he's going to be talking about the just iPhone repairs in general.
Yes, iPhone, like just to see like to find the diagnosis like fastest and everything. And with the Apple Watch is to see, because a lot of people, they see like the material like, oh, it's not fixable, like just throw it away and whatever. So Julius is actually gonna be like, this is how you tell if the Apple Watch you can repair it or not, and then like how to find everything, like just like not like it's basic, but at the same time like you get a big knowledge. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does. No, I love it, because we just assume that everyone that comes to our show is like these super repair technicians, and that's not true. We have a lot of people that are beginners. And so this will be great for them. So do you want to just talk about those 3 sessions in Spanish really quick, Anna? Just a relay that they're on day 2, in case someone doesn't understand English too well and they're listening, that they can understand what's going on.
Ok, entonces vamos a tener a 3 personas hablando. La primera persona sería Julio Ponte. Él va a hablar en español y va a hacer todas las reparaciones del Apple Watch. O sea, sería de cómo determinar si el Apple Watch está bien o no. Porque muchas personas piensan que como es un Apple Watch, o sea, tiene un daño pequeño, a decir, no vale la pena repararlo y tal cosa. Entonces, Julio va a enseñar cómo va a ser reparado y cómo determinar el daño. O sea, si tiene un daño grande, si no, y eso. La siguiente persona, déjame ver, es Juan. Es Juan Corredor, perdón. Él va a hacer las reparaciones de MacBook y él sí va a dar las clases en inglés. Entonces, bueno, ahí está Julio. Julio, no sé si después tú quieres explicar lo que vas a decir. Dije un pequeño resumen de lo que vas a hablar, pero déjame que termine rapidito de explicar el de Alan y Juan, ¿vale? Entonces...
¿Me escuchan ahora?
Sí, ahora sí te escucho, ahora sí.
Vale, gracias.
Sí, entonces Juan va a dar las clases en inglés y va a hacer las reparaciones de Mac. Y Alan va a hablar en español y va a hacer de cómo darle mantenimiento al móvil, lo mismo, ver el daño, cómo lo puedes reparar y eso, como un conocimiento básico, pero, joder, o sea, lo básico siempre es lo mejor, en mi opinión.
Okay, thank you, Anna. I think you're done. I never can tell when you guys are done. You're gonna gotta tell me. All right. So Jules, I've got you muted because there was a little bit of wind. So I don't know where you're at, but I just wanted to let you know. That's why I keep muting you if you're trying to talk. All right. So thank you, Anna, for the information. And Corey, are you good I see you're talking. I'm pretty sure you have a customer or something there. Go ahead, Corey.
No, I was going to try to do my intro in Spanish. I don't know how to say repair shops in Spanish because I know there's a big audience. So maybe
we're in Miami. We have to account both. And this is, our expo is international. So I know some people might not understand why we do Spanish and English, but we've been doing that the last 2 shows. And I think it's very important to have inclusion because there are some people that prefer that's their first language, English is their second. And so I think it's a great thing that we do this. Everybody just has to be patient. If you don't know Spanish, just wait a minute. We'll stop and go back to English. So go ahead, Corey.
Okay, awesome. Well, let's start in English. So, my name's Corey. I'm one of the founders and the CEO of RepairLift Marketing, and we are a marketing agency that has existed in this space for 7 years, specifically helping repair businesses with getting more traffic and customers to their store, software to enable easier client management and ad tracking and all that kind of stuff. So, essentially, if you're a repair shop and you want more people showing up to your store every day, you call us.
Awesome. Yes, you are very well known in our industry. I mean, RepairLift is just, you just know it. You just know when you say it. Most people I talk to like RepairLift, so you guys know what you're doing. Do you want to try to do Spanish, like you said? Are you good?
Okay, I'll try. So, hola, soy Corey de RepairLift y estamos una agencia de marketing para solo, how do you say repair shops?
Tienda de reparación.
Somebody help me with repair shops.
Yeah, it will be tienda de reparación.
Tiendas de
Reparación.
We got you, Corey.
Or you can go to
tenemos
English.
servicio en inglés y español también, si necesitan.
I think you're done now, right?
How did I do? Out of 10.
You did great. I mean, that's brave. I can't do that. And I'm around Spanish people all the time. So, and I cannot try to speak it. I get so embarrassed. So very good, Corey. Thanks for trying. That was great. You're going to be giving a session at the expo. Let's talk about that because we want people to attend. We talked about this, me and you talked about this yesterday. We talked about it pretty frequently, that your session is going to be very valuable. If a shop owner or somebody who's even new to the industry is going to the expo, why should they make a stop in your session? You actually have an hour session. What are you going to do differently?
Good question. So I've actually spent a lot of time preparing our deck, preparing our presentation. We have a really good one this year. It's called How to Add 10 Grand a Month in Revenue to Your Shop. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about. So there's really 4 levers that any shop of any size can pull if they want to grow the business, right? The first one is obviously more leads, more traffic. The second one is higher conversion rates. So converting more of your leads into traffic. And the third one is increasing average order value, so increasing ticket size. And there's a number of ways that you can do that. And then the final one is, of course, bolting on other services. So just pretty much if you're trying to grow any business, that's going to be the 4 main levers that you're going to be able to pull. And at our session, we've actually broken down all of them in detail. So we're going to be talking about exactly what you can do depending on which one of those categories you're going to fall under based on where you're at in your company. And the other thing that I think is really important is, we've been generating leads for years and years, right, in the repair industry. So that part's, pretty easy. However, that doesn't always mean if you're getting leads that you're getting sales, right? And a big part of what we focused on with our R&D budgets over the last year or so is helping these businesses not only get the leads, but actually convert them into sales. So one of the things I notice when we're doing our account reviews and we're listening to these calls that go on in the industry is that there's little to no sales scripting that happens, right? Pretty much in every single repair shop, what happens is someone calls in, they say, how much to fix this device? The person says $100, and then they say, okay, thanks. And they go away, right? Or they say, okay, great, I love that price. And then they come in. So unfortunately, and fortunately, this is probably where the biggest opportunity lies in every single business. And what we've done is we've actually built a script, okay, that you can train your team on, and they can just read the script, right? And it's pretty comprehensive. Like it covers all of the main points that, somebody may come in and which path you may need to follow based on what they're calling about. We got video modules as well. And for the bigger businesses as well, we even have a module on how to run your sales training, how often to run it, what to do in the meeting, and essentially how to do that. And we're actually going to be giving that away totally for free for everybody that comes to our session. We're going to put a QR code up, and you're going to be able to get that script, download it, and give it to your team. So put a lot of work in this year, guys. I'm really getting prepped up for this. I'm excited to do this. So if you're going to be at the show, well, if you're not going to be at the show, I think you should definitely be going. And if you are, try to find some time to come over to our session. It's going to be a lot of value.
That's really amazing. I think that is something that shops really do struggle with is the sales part. I know some shops got it down, don't have any issue, but a mass majority of shops, they do struggle with sales. They're not, I guess some business owners are salespeople, but it's not like inherently you just know how to sell to every industry. So I think it's really great that they attend your session because I know that you do really give out a lot of value, and giving away something like a script and then teaching them how to use it and win. Oh my gosh, that's massive. I mean, I'm going to be sitting in there. That's all I know because I need to learn all of that stuff too.
Awesome. Thank you.
And we're going to be live tomorrow, you and I, in one of the groups. And so it's going to be Thursday. We're going to go live. So yeah, tomorrow. Right. Yeah. And we're going to talk more about this in detail. So I'm excited.
Yeah, guys, if you're free tomorrow, we're going to be live. What group are we going to be live in?
I think it. I don't know. I've got it written down here. I want to say it's the Injured Gadgets group.
Okay.
Facebook
All right.
group.
All right. Well, we'll put a link and I'll share it on my page. And yeah, Nicole and I are going to do a little one-on-one tomorrow
At 11 Eastern.
At 11 Eastern, and we're going to get into some more of these topics, in more detail. And if you can attend, I'm happy to answer questions live. Like whatever you have, whatever you want to know, just put it in the chat, and we'll cover your specific topic right there on the call tomorrow.
Yeah, but better yet, come to the show because you will not regret it, guys. This show is our biggest show yet. It is jam-packed. There is something there for everyone. You're going to leave with so much value. Thank you, Corey. I wanted to mention, if you guys are not familiar with Repair Lift, they did sort of like a documentary with a shop, right? Corey, I really feel like that.
Well, I just want to say it wasn't sort of like a documentary. I spent 30 grand on producing.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay. Sorry.
Documentary. It was legitimate. I'll give you a link as well if you want.
Okay.
It's 29 minutes long, and it's like
I watched it.
Quality production for anyone who hasn't seen it.
I didn't want to say documentary and like let it fall short of what it really is. What I was going to say is it's amazing because you actually show proof of how you impacted this shop owner's business and you documented the whole thing. I mean, it's really amazing. So if you want to send me the link, I'm going to drop it into the chat. If you want to put it in the private chat, I'll drop it into the comments because if people haven't seen that, I think they need to watch it because it's very impressive. Very impressive. All right. Joe, why don't you go ahead and give a little rundown about who you are, and I'm going to share the screen because we have something to talk about. So your company is actually doing a competition at the expo as well. Let me pull that up. All right, so go ahead and tell us a little bit about you, Joe. What do you do? And
okay. Great. Hello, everyone. My name's Joe Garcia, and I'm with Protection Pro. We're a company right out of Pinellas Park. We've been around for about 125 years, and all we do is film. So we do film for all the government agencies. We work with aviation. We work with NASA. We work with arenas, stadiums, automobiles. Every Fast and the Furious movie that was out there, we PP'd their cars. Every Transformers movie. So we have a film solution for everything you can imagine. Now, what makes this so exciting for us is our League of Pros is that it allows gamification where it allows you to compete and do an install. Now, being part of the Gadget Repair Expo, it's really exciting for us because every person that's been on this call, it seems like we can align with them as a partner. What we do is pretty much provide a screen protector for any device, from a watch, from any phone, any tablet, any Mac, any Samsung device. We are the only Samsung approved third-party supplier that goes into Samsung Experience stores. So basically what it is, no excess, no end of life. You will always have a solution. Every person that comes into your store is a potential sale. And what I mean by that is somebody comes in, you guys are repairing phones. You can add it as a bundle. You can add it as a giveaway. Basically, we have clear film, privacy, matte. And again, our film is the best. I'm not just touting this. It's almost magical, self-healing qualities. So come to our event. Come to the, if you haven't already signed up for the Gadget Repair Expo, you should, because this is something that you want to be part of, not just for the Protection Pro event, but also for all the other participations and competitions. I'd love to get to China and Shenzhen, and I don't know if you guys are going in through Hong Kong, but make a side trip through there. But anyway, so the product, as I mentioned, it's film. It's almost impenetrable. We can do a demonstration where it can show you that the impact on a point is about 50 pounds of pressure before it will actually penetrate the film. So wow. Any questions from anybody on this here? Or
I mean, I'm excited about the competition. You guys really do some great marketing, images and gamification. I've actually been privy to the back end of what this is going to be like. And this is really awesome. This is like VR, like 3D, like it's just, I don't even know the words to use, but it's really cool.
Right. We're using AR and we're using VR in a lot of our marketing materials. And as far as the event goes, the competition, everybody who participates gets a free t-shirt. And also, for the competition, we can have two solutions. We have a wet install and we have a dry install. And it goes pretty quickly. I could probably do an install within about 15, 20 seconds. Somebody that has already experienced placing a glass on a film, a protector glass on a device, could probably learn how to do an install in about one time. So it's pretty simple. It's pretty robust, and it's something that I think everybody's able to do. And you can become a pro literally on the second one. So we will make it very easy for you to become a protection pro, and look forward to seeing everybody there.
Yeah, so you need to pre-register. Okay, it is $10. If you register on site, hopefully they'll have enough space, but there'll be a little QR code you would scan on site.
Only $10.
Yeah, it's only $10. And if you win, you get the XL bundle, wet dry cutting machine. They're also going to be doing other giveaways to runner-ups. So this is going to be very fun. This is going to be great. You guys have a great booth set up. It's just so cool what you guys have going on. I'm excited to see it. So definitely, if you guys are going to the expo, which you should be, and you know how to apply this type of protection, definitely sign up to compete. Get yourself.
And one of the cool things, Nicole, and everybody on here, is it's a free bundle. And that free bundle, if you're a repair store, it's basically about $7,400 of retail value of film. So you sign up for $10, and if you win that bundle, it's pretty much a built-in return of $7,400 of retail value that you'll be able to generate in your stores.
That's amazing. That is amazing. With all that film.
I wanted to say something real quick, Joe. Back in, I think it was 2021 when we filmed that documentary. One of the big things that we, think is very important, and we actually just did this. We ran a challenge on our Instagram the last 30 days, how to add 10 grand in 30 days to your repair shop. We did come up a little bit short, but accessories was a huge piece. And when we filmed that documentary, we had the Protection Pro machine. I think back then you just had the wet installs at the time. I don't think you guys had the dry back then, but it was a huge boost. Not even just a revenue boost, but a profit boost, because we were able to position it as a higher quality than those, like the cheaper tempered glasses that we had as well. We had both at the time. So we were able to add a lot of profit by using that machine.
Yeah, we've come a long way. And since 2021, since, just a little less than 2 years. And our film now has, like I mentioned, and not to tout it, it's or make some robust, crazy spiel out here, but it has self-healing magical powers where you can we will demonstrate where you can scratch it with a knife and it will, in front of you, within 5 to 10 seconds, start self-healing. So it's remarkable of our film qualities, and I look forward to seeing everybody and demonstrating our new film.
Awesome.
And so the technique.
Yes.
Wet and dry.
Yeah. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. All right, Jules. Anna, do you want to introduce yourself? I don't know if he needs Anna to.
Que si te quieres introducir y después yo lo traduzco a inglés, Julio.
Oh, Julio, sorry, I'm reading the door. He's muted. Hold on, let's see. There we go. Sorry, I had you muted.
Escucho algo como mucho ruido.
Se te escucha raro.
We've got audio issues, Anna. Do you want to give a rundown about him, his experience, what he's going to do at the expo?
Yeah, let me just tell him if he can just.
Yeah, I'm going to pull up the schedule. I want to show some updates to the schedule. So everybody, this schedule is online and live. So if you're interested in the expo and you're still on the fence and you want to know what's going on, definitely download it. If you're going, you need to download the schedule and start planning. But we do put a note at the top of the schedule to make sure you recheck it and re-download it on day one when you arrive, because there can be some last minute changes. Sometimes that happens. We might add somebody, move somebody around. So this is our list of speakers. We have a really, really good lineup this year. We've got Jeremy Kwiatkowski, who, is one of the founders of the expo. He's also considered the godfather of the industry. He's going to be starting out first and talking about just the future of the industry, Tesla, robots, all different types of things. So I'm super excited about that. And then we've got Tony Baker with GSM Warehouse talking about selling. We've got Reginald Wright, who owns a cell phone shop. And, he's going to talk about how to avoid owner burnout. He lives the life you guys live. And so there is definitely, he's speaking from experience. Okay. We've got Rocky with Drive Savers, Jose with 71 pounds, Sebastian with the approval guy talking about credit and funding and banking. We've got Chris with Resell Deck, buying and selling electronics. Bob LaFawn talking about customer service, things like that. Sorry, I can't read it. It's a little small there. Then we've got Tim with Techie coming in and talking about hello to sold, giving some tips there. And then we have 4 people outside of what we would consider our industry. So these are people from different companies that have to do with AI and different types of things. And I'm super excited about those sessions too. So when it comes to speakers, we don't just randomly pick speakers. We make sure that the topics would actually help you. So these sessions are about 25 minutes long. They run back to back. The speaker room is always there and running, so you can go in and watch any session that you would like. This year, we're also doing silence conferencing, which is where you go into a room and you can select the session and it'll play right through your phone, through your earbuds. So when the speaker's speaking and you're sitting way in the back, you've got your earbuds in, they're talking directly to you. So we're going to have steps at the expo on how to do that. Martin, do you want to talk just really quickly, just in Spanish, just say, hey, we've got speakers, this is speaker lineup, get the schedule from online, and that we're going to have silence conferencing, which is bring headphones with you, a Bluetooth, whatever, because you'll be able to listen to any session, from this little app that we're going to have. It's very easy to use, very easy.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So va a haber una línea de personas que van a exponer temas de diferentes partes de la industria, ¿no? Como Jeremy, que es uno de los fundadores de esta conferencia, y también alguien que tuvo una cadena de tiendas de esto. Va a estar Tony. Tony es alguien que vende aparatos como Apple, muchos iPhones para revender nosotros en las tiendas. Va a haber bastantes personas dando consejos desde cómo formar una empresa, de cómo vender, de cómo evitar ciertas cosas que uno a veces comete durante el tiempo donde va aprendiendo. Entonces, todas estas cositas vas a encontrar allá. También vas a poder bajar una aplicación. Entonces, te recomendamos ya tus audífonos, porque vas a poder bajar la aplicación y escuchar cualquiera de estos temas por medio de tus audífonos sin necesidad ya sea estar presente en la sala o, bueno, obviamente si estás muy atrás y no se escucha, vas a poder escuchar todas estas conferencias por medio de una aplicación en tus audífonos. Entonces va a estar extraordinario. Te invito a que seas parte de esto, ¿sí?
Thank you, Martin. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. And then let's see. We're having some audio issues with 2 of the guests. So I just moved them down until they get that figured out. So, all right. I'm going to bring Joe up. Julio is not back. Okay. All right. So let's see here. All right. We have 3 different demo rooms at the expo. This is really important. On our schedule, we have the demos. We have a lot of demos, which we consider 1-hour sessions. So these are 1-hour sessions about specific topics. There's 3 pages that break out each room. Okay. And again, this is silent conferencing, guys. This is really cool because listen to this. Say that you're in there and you're listening to Corey and you cannot wait to use the bathroom. And you're like, I've got to go to the bathroom, right? You can walk out of the room, keep your headphones in.
Hold it, and then go after.
Yeah, you can't.
We're going to walk to your room, Corey.
you can still hear Corey talking. So you can go anywhere in the space and click on a session and hear the session, even though you're not in the room. So it's really unique. We want everybody to be in every room, but we understand that, hey, maybe I'm sitting in here and, I want to let me check on this one real quick. Or, this room's totally full of people. I can't hear them talking very well. Just click that. And the speaker or demo provider is going to be tied into the app and their voice is crystal clear. Like I sampled this last week. It works so easy. I cannot wait for people to use this. This is like a game changer. It's easy. Once you get to the expo, you just download the app. There's going to be a little QR codes everywhere. You scan, put a code in, bam, you see the list of all the demos and all of the speakers, and you can click in on any of them. So it's really cool. So make sure that you check out the demo schedule. Has anybody been in a silent conference before? I had never.
No idea.
No. I wanted to say on that last one, on that last slide there, you had, it looks like you have a demo from Chatty Boutros.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So I actually used to work for Chatty. He introduced me to the industry. I worked for him, over 8 years ago. A real OG in the industry. And I think he's going to be unveiling his POS system command center there.
He is.
I've got the opportunity to work with him and watch him build that over the last 5 years. And I think that that's going to be what he's been able to do with multi-channel commerce and selling devices. Like the big problem people have right now, is if they sell a device, they're selling it on Shopify, or they're selling it on Facebook, and it's not connected to their inventory system. So they have to go to the listing, put it up. Then they have to go to the listing, pull it down. Right. And his system is integrated with all these different marketplaces, whether it sells in store, sells online, no matter what, it's all centralized. We'll pull down the other listings. We'll launch immediate listings. It's really cool. So if you're going to be there on the 7th there at 3 to 4, I'm definitely going to be tuning in there and paying attention to that.
Wow, that's great. Thanks for giving that insight. He really knows what he's talking about. We had him on live last time, and I really enjoyed having him on. He's definitely very experienced, and he's passionate about the industry. He actually wants to do another session. He just wants to give out information and help shop owners. I mean, really, truly, that's what he wants to do. So he's just like throwing all these different topics. Like, shop owners really need to do this, and I'm like, okay, just give me a list. Talk to me. Let's have a call. Because he's just so passionate.
he does, like, in terms of like revenue wise, he does like 3x per store average what we see across the rest of the industry. And he's been doing it for years. So he's definitely somebody that people should listen to.
Wow, that's awesome. So don't miss that session, you guys. And then day 2. I feel like it's important that I keep bringing up day 2 because so many people downplay day 2s at expos for some reason. But this day 2 is not to be taken lightly. This is the CGC event going on only on day 2. We have e-bike, scooter demo, repair, and business demo 2 times that day. We're doing special door prizes and giveaways only on day 2. So we have a lot going on there. They also have the CGC demos, which I'm going to go over here in a second. So in the Tiki Room, we have 2 times we're going to be running the scooter or e-bike repair demo. And then B-Stock is going to be giving a 1-hour session on sourcing strategies and considerations, which they wanted to be on day 2. They wanted to make sure that if everybody wanted to attend, they can. They wanted to really put some effort behind this topic to talk about sourcing, especially in this market. So I'm excited about that. I don't know what we're going to learn. And then the CGC has 3 of their team, or I don't know if it's all judges. You've got Julio, Alan, and Juan. They're going to be giving training demos. So Julio he's going to be given the Apple Watch, right? So he's going to be covering diagnostics and everything.
Yeah.
Alan, and we're going to have photos of them soon, guys, so you can identify who they are. Alan's going to be going over just general iPhone repair, and then Juan is going to be going over MacBook repair. So if you're interested in adding MacBook repair to your business, do not miss day 2. Okay. And then we have our competitions. It's easy to sign up. You can just sign up on our website. We have competitions on day 1 and day 2. No, they will not take all day. So if you compete I'm getting some feedback. Okay. I think it's Martin. For the first time ever, recorded in history. I think Martin is causing feedback. If you're going to compete, you can compete in all of them. So we do get that question. Can I compete in all of the competitions? Absolutely. Because you just go for your time to compete and then you're done for the rest of the day. And it may take you 20, 30 minutes tops. So it's not like you're sitting there all day and then it's going to take up your whole time. So register for them all. I mean, there's no reason why you shouldn't. Okay. If you can do all of the skills that it requires, then just sign up. Remember our microsoldering championship for the GRE. This is different this year. Usually we do like a phone component. It's actually going to be an HDMI on a PS5. Martin, do you want to talk a little bit about that? Because you're one of the judges and you've been putting this together in the back end with Jonathan and Dustin and Brad. You guys really been working hard on this. And so do you want to go over a little bit how this is going to work? They get to keep the PS5 too, right?
Yes, they will be able to keep the console. So it's gonna be a very simple, basic soldering repair. So in the past years we have done it a little complicated. So, but this year not only will be easier, but the price will be much bigger. So it will be $2,500. Whoever wins, plus be able to keep the console. And it's just basically the console will be already disassembled. So you only will have to do it, take the HDMI out, put one in. The things that we're gonna measure or be evaluated on will be time and working. So whoever can do that the fastest will be the champion. It's very simple.
Yeah, I'm so excited because well, I don't solder, so this is probably not something I should say, but I hear it's a little bit more simpler than something like board level that has much more of a challenge to it. And I know a lot of technicians that can do HDMI ports but can't do other repairs. And so I'm excited because this really opens the floor up to more competitors. But then again, we only get around 20 to 30 competitors. So you have a real shot at winning. So you get the $2,500 plus other prizes. You get to keep a PS5. And I will tell you, they're brand new. We just ordered them, so I know for sure they're brand new. These are not used from eBay. These are brand new PS5s. I'm sorry, it's not a 4, it's PS5. I don't know if I think I said 5. And then you get the belt, the title belt. So this is a WWE style belt. I know that our previous year winner has signed up again to defend his title. Do you remember his name, Martin, off the top of your head? I don't remember his name. Francisco?
Me neither.
No, I put you on the spot there. But he's won 2 years in a row. So he's coming back to win his title again, of course. So I'm super excited about that. And if you only change screens, we have the LCD swap competition. So there's a lot to do at this expo. Get your ticket and get your butt down to Miami. We're also going to have an app that will be launched to everyone that has a ticket as the event gets closer. You'll actually be able to see everything in the app. And then, of course, we have our map. So right when you enter, you've got 4 big rooms in each corner. You have a speaker room and the different demo 1-hour session rooms. And then all of our amazing vendors and exhibitors, which, we don't want to forget about them. I mean, we have some of the most amazing companies that come here to make deals, you guys are exhibitors. I mean, you guys are not just here to do competitions. I mean, all of you are exhibiting. What kind of deals do you do when people are walking around? Giveaways, deals? Joe's muted.
Well, I mean,
Sorry, go ahead.
we did deals in the past.
Bundles, just like I said. No, we have some bundle programs as one of the giveaways that you showed, Nicole. And again, the values are incredible. For instance, I'll give you an example for a bundle with a large wide body machine that'll cover everything from a watch to a tablet all the way up to a 15.7 laptop. Price is about $650 with the retail value of about $7,400. We have our small portable machine that's about $350 with the retail value of about almost $2,800. So we have some really good, exciting value packages at the show.
That's awesome. I think shop owners need to really keep that in mind because I know a lot of vendors do really good deals. What about you, Corey? You were going to say in the past, tell me what you've done. I mean, you're an exhibitor too, so.
Oh no, I was gonna say we have done deals in the past, but yeah, really what we like to do is we like to just talk to people, understand kind of where they're at, and just provide like on-site, pretty much free consulting. So you'll get to talk to me directly, Oliver. I think, I don't know if any of you guys know Oliver. He's been with us for years. He actually used to work with me when we worked for Chatty years ago. So he's been in the industry for about 10 years as well. So we can do that. And then I will say this as well. This is kind of a giveaway, but in our demo at the very end, I am going to offer to work one-on-one with one business to actually help them. I'll walk them through it, and I'll make sure that they actually do increase the business by 10,000 a month. So
how am I going to be in every room and every place to get all these giveaways? That's exciting, Corey, because people need this, and some of them will say, "Well, I can't do it," or something. They've got different reasons or excuses, right? So that's good. Somebody can actually win the opportunity to work with you guys individually. That's amazing. I can't wait to see that. I want to see some recordings. I want to see like the documentary style that you guys did, because that was like stellar footage. I mean, you guys.
Should we do another one, do you think?
Yes, you should do a lot of those. Like the way that you guys did this was like a movie. I felt like I was watching like a Netflix documentary. I was like, this is amazing. This was really good quality. And you felt like you were watching behind the scenes. I like how you showed the numbers. You showed some stressful moments. You showed some decisions that had to be made that were difficult. And a lot of us, we don't get to see that. We think that it only happens to us, or we think that other people have it figured out somehow. But when we get to see like other people struggle and like what really helped their business, it's not just you, Corey, in your face talking about, I can help you. No, here's this proof. And I have it documented. A lot of people don't do that. They'll and I see that a lot in marketing, just to be honest with you, Corey. I mean, I've not experienced that from you, but sometimes you'll talk to people about marketing and say, "Oh, I can do all that for you." Okay, can you just show me where you've
Well, and that's what people like to do. Like there's a lot of kids out there. There's a lot of software these days that makes it kind of easy for you to like quote unquote start a marketing agency. And what people like to do is they like to cherry pick, you know what I mean? Like your best campaign of all time, and something you achieved once that's not repeatable. And we just don't like to do it that way. We like to, actually overshoot undershoot, in terms of expectations, and, just build the strategy based on that. So if it outperforms expectations, amazing. You know what I mean? But if not, then you're not like banking your whole business strategy on, something that is very likely not gonna be able to be replicated.
Definitely. So I just love that you guys actually show proof. I like to see proof. So
maybe we'll do another one. It's a lot of work, you got to go somewhere, spend a month there. If we find a good candidate, I'd be open to doing it. So yeah. And let me know if there's anyone watching this who wants to do that. Feel free to just DM me or DM Nicole or whatever. And we can talk more about that.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's great. Martin's like, okay, we're going to send Corey an email. Do the documentary with me. Martin's already got an amazing shot, but he's like, we will figure something out. So maybe you just document how you help people remotely, because that's something.
Well, maybe, or Martin, if you want, I've been living in South America. I didn't want to make any content down here because I thought most of the audience in the US, like at the shops here, would not be able to relate to it. But and also because my Spanish is mediocre at best. So like maybe we could, come down and do it here with one of these shops together.
All right. Or we can put a online training.
There you go. And you know what? We probably don't even have to do anything. You probably just go right to Martin's website right now and get that online training, can't you?
That's right. That's really there. That's right. So, Anna, you guys our sponsor and exhibitor. So for All
Yeah.
Fix, tell us what you do, what you sell. Are you going to have deals at the show?
We are definitely going to have deals. We're also bringing new equipments. For example, because I know a lot of people love YCS, we're going to be bringing the new microscope that he is really like about to release. I believe it's the 6065X. We're also going to be bringing the new R1 Ultra to the fair, so like people can start seeing it. Because there's the Pro that is, I think it was released like a year ago.
What are
But
these
then,
machines for? What do they do? I mean,
so we have the microscope that is the newest version, and I think it goes until, oh geez, I literally had it on top of my head.
that's okay. That's okay. I'm throwing
Yeah, I
all.
literally had it because I was talking to a client about it, and we're having the hot air machine, the new one from YCS, the Ultra one. We're also gonna have the Pro, but a lot of
Nice.
people love the new one, even though I'm like, it hasn't even been released yet. Like, I'm always like, how can you love it if you didn't even know? And they're like, oh, I just see it from the videos, and it looks amazing. I'm like, okay, well, if you're, because I always tell like clients, like, hey, if you want, go to Miami, see the like, come to the competition, go to the fair, and you can see like everything. We're also gonna have like laser machines from Kianli, TVK.
Wow.
We're gonna have equipments from Mechanic, the polisher from TVK. So we're gonna have like a little bit of everything, like tools, equipments,
Nice.
like a little bit of everything, so people can like see like
That's
what
awesome.
the main stuff that we sell. We're also gonna have some of our own products that we do with brands. For example, like right. Like we're just gonna be, this one's just gonna be showing, like this one we did with Cantley.
Oh.
And then we also gonna have this one. I have it on my phone. I don't, because I have it, we have it in the warehouse.
That's great. So you're gonna have all types of equipment that people can try out,
Yes,
see that how it's
exactly.
used and everything.
We're also
You
gonna
know,
have a limited edition holder that we did with YCS.
oh, nice.
Even has like the American flag and everything. It's
I
really
like
cute.
it.
Yes.
That's great. Well, you know,
Yeah. So
techs like equipment. That's why they like it from the video.
exactly.
They just love equipment. I feel like technicians, they love equipment. Okay, thanks,
Yeah.
Ian. I can't wait to see you guys there. And Martin, you're also exhibiting there and you have all types of deals and equipment and stuff like that, right? Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so normally we in our table we have a station so we can people can put their hands on boards, look through the microscopes, be able to take up probably integrated circuits out. They can start introduce into these micro soldering, see how the station works, the multimeter, things like that, simple things that they can start practicing on. Or maybe they don't know if that's the right microscope. So we have one of our microscopes, affordables, that you can buy anywhere. So, but sometimes is at the beginning it's really confusing what tools to buy because there are like a lot of them. With equipment as far as soldering station, hard station. So we have normally a set of what we think works the best, and then you can buy them anywhere. But at least you know this one works for sure.
Wow.
So
That's
normally
good.
that's what we bring.
That's great because people that are getting new into micro soldering definitely need that. Definitely. New into repair at all. They need that, you know?
Correct. Yeah.
I want to share the screen one more time before we go because we've just got a few minutes here. So again, we've got our amazing exhibitors and sponsors. The floor is just set up beautifully. You guys are gonna be able to walk around. We have coffee. The ring is in the center. It's just a great layout. I love the layout of our expo. To get there on our schedule is also a map, like where the parking is and what entrance to enter through and how to get to the actual space to make it easy for you. Then we have a page about our cocktail party do not, miss this, because this is going to be an awesome hour and 15 minutes. It's open bar. We're going to have it's Star Wars theme. So there's going to be stormtroopers there, Yoda. There's going to be LED robots, like people dressed in like those big, tall robot outfits. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a laser light show. So don't miss the cocktail party. It's included with your ticket. Okay. And then last but not least, definitely, there is a podcast that's going to be going on both days, hosted by Jonathan Strange, who, if you don't know who he is, you definitely should look him up. He's extremely knowledgeable. He's a shop owner. He goes to all kinds of shows, has been for years. He keeps up with all of the news going on in the industry. He's got a really good X account where he posts updated information, and he has a podcast, and it's focused on our industry, and he interviews people and talks to them about their shop. He talks to business owners, talks to vendors, he talks to Samsung and all of them, and he does these interviews, and it's all about our industry. And so even if you're just a shop owner, you can still interview with him, and you'll get a copy of the recording so you can use it for any type of marketing that you want to. But this is going to be a great opportunity, especially for our exhibitors, our vendors, our sponsors. If you're watching this and you see this, all you have to do is go to the website. It's very easy to register to actually, I'm going to put this up here, to do the podcast. Let me go back here because I've still got. Okay. All you have to do is go to the website, and on the homepage, you just look for that image. So if you kind of scroll down, it'll be right here. Okay. All you have to do is click this button. It's going to take you to a form. It's completely free. It's not no catch. Nobody's going to charge you anything. Put your information, and Jonathan will reach out to you and set up a time to do the podcast on day one or day 2. Do not miss this opportunity. Okay. Jonathan is very engaging to talk to. He knows a lot about the industry. So if you're someone that's passionate about what you're doing, he's definitely going to be someone you're going to enjoy talking to. So take advantage of that. This is the first year that we've ever done this, had a podcast going live at the show. We're going to have 2 nice chairs set up with a table and mics, and he's going to be recording it. It's really going to be cool. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, before we get off of here, because we've been on here about an hour, I've given out the free ticket code. You're going to register to compete. Anybody else would like to say?
I would just like to say I've spoken with Jonathan a number of times. Really brilliant guy, really smart marketer too. So I didn't know he's doing a podcast. I'm actually going to reach out to him directly and see if I can get something set up with him. Yes, you should. Everybody should. Anna, you need to get in a podcast, and Martin, all of you, Joe, Julio, all of you need to do that. There's no reason you wouldn't. I did a podcast with him. I could have talked to him for hours, to be honest with you. He just knows so much, and like you can actually have an educated conversation with him, and you can talk about your point of view. Like in my session, we got on the topic of like e-waste and where things are sourced and how devices need to cost more. My opinion is devices need to cost more. Not everybody has that opinion, but even though we had these different opinions, like we were able to talk about it. And I just really enjoy that. So it's great. Take advantage of it. It doesn't cost anything. You get a recording of it, and then it's going to be posted on a podcast that's focused on our industry. Okay. And you're going to be there at the show anyways. So, all right. Martin, do you want to do like the final buys in like Spanish? So then people a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Entonces, miren, pueden registrarse, ahí está la página, y la entrada puede ser gratis y entran ese código que aparece ahí, GRE Free. Entonces, para que no tengan que pagar nada por la entrada, completamente gratis. Y bueno, los esperamos allá. Como les digo, va a haber vendedores, va a haber distribuidores, va a haber gente que se dedica a lo mismo que nosotros. Muchas de las personas que miran acá van a estar allá, y muchos más, ¿no? Como Edgar, como Jules, como va a estar bastantes personas de la industria que vas a querer tomarte una foto con ellos y obviamente pedir un autógrafo o algo. Más aparte todo el conocimiento y todas las personas que puedes encontrarte en este evento.
Thank you, Martin. I appreciate that. Well, thank you all for being on here, and I'm sure we'll have another live soon. We're going to be going live 2 times a week as we get closer. The expo is only about 2 weeks away, May 7th and 8th. So go get your ticket, and I'll see you guys again soon, and see you in a few weeks.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.